Hi, I'm Haesley Cush, and this is the monthly Landlord update. So lots to share with you, certainly in the wake of COVID-19. So news just in today is grants coming out of the state government for rental assistance. It's up to $2,000, so we'll help with tenants. And they've agreed, thanks to the lobbying of industry groups and the REIQ, to get that money straight from Centrelink, straight to the property managers or straight to the landlords. So we're getting more information of that, but that's just come out today. Obviously, in the press and from the Prime Minister, you would have heard job keepers and job savers. So job keepers is for employees that can keep their staff. They'll contribute $750 a week or $1,500 a fortnight. And then the employer tops it up, and that allows for rents and other things to continue to be paid. Job savers is if you've lost your job, $1,100 a fortnight. And so any of your tenants that reach out and say that they've had their employment or their financial circumstances change in the wake of COVID-19, we're finding out what subsidies have you got. We're looking for supporting information from their employer to show us, to verify how their circumstances have changed. Now, many of you reached out and said, hey, we want to help our tenants through this time, which is wonderful, but we need you to follow our lead with regard to this. And the reason is because your insurance will be affected if you start doing side deals with tenants. So we really need to make sure we exhaust all other options before we walk down that path. Now, we've moved really fast in some areas. Our adoption's been fast. We've got our whole office remote. It's working really well. We're checking in every day. We meet as a group. Morning, we go through arrears. We've got a full team working in the background. But on this one, we really want to move slow. We want to make sure that we're doing everything to protect you, to protect the tenant from a mounting rental bill that's going to come down the track. We want to make sure that we get this right, and we want to look after your insurance. So please move at the pace of your property manager and reach out to your property manager. Some information's come out about our Prime Minister saying no one will be evicted for 6 months. Well, that hasn't hit the courts yet. And the courts are saying in a statement through the REIQ yesterday that they still haven't seen it. So tenants have always had hardship as a claim to protect them, and this event is certainly going to fall under the category of hardship. But as yet, it's still too early for all of these announcements to have actually been put in place. So lots of detail to be done. And we're telling your tenants that. It's not just a case of, I'm not paying rent and you can't evict me. We've got processes happening in the background. So please check in with your property manager. Never been a more important time for you to engage with funding. Our preferred provider is Paul Hickson. He did the video with me last week. Please check in with your bank. Make sure you're on the cheapest rate. If you need to, change your loan to interest only. Cheapest rates in history. 2.09% is the cheapest I've heard at interest only in the last week. If you need to defer, talk to your bank so you can do a deferral for 6 months. And they're simply then just adding the 6 months onto the end of your loan. And APRA have said there'll be no black marks against your name. Paul Hickson is our preferred loan broker. Again, please reach out to Paul. It's a free service that we're offering to you. Big difference in different banks at the moment. Huge. You really need to engage with Paul. And finally, just to give you that quick update, how the market moved, we rented 47 properties for the month, 32 of those under $500, 10 between $500 and $1,000, and 5 over $1,000 a week. We're starting to see inquiry come through. Most tenants in this market are opting to renew rather than change, so we expect that there won't be a lot of relets coming through. New properties will come to the market from owners that were going to sell that may now decide to rent them and wait out this period. Please don't hesitate to reach out with us. We've got a lot going on in the background. We've got your best interests at heart. Thanks for supporting us, and we've got your back, and I'll update you as quickly with information as it comes to hand. Thank you.